WS Hospital was struggling to successfully migrate from paper medical records to a fully integrated electronic medical records operation. WS Hospital was reliant on physical records like charts, forms, and X-rays to gather and store information about patients. Hospital's board decided to implement a plan for phasing in electronic medical records solution while phasing out paper medical records. The plan included the implementation of 4 parallel tasks. First, implement electronic medical record software project to allow healthcare professionals to electronically capture, store, and access patient health information in all hospital departments. The board decision was to implement this project in 3 phases, and to contract Webisoft's independent software provider to supply and implement their electronic medical records solution, which is a part of Webisoft Hospital Management Solution, Webisoft. Phase 1 of this project covered new outpatient records. Phase 2 covered all old outpatient records. Phase 3 covered all old and new inpatient records. Second, implement easy-to-use user interfaces, enabling healthcare professionals to use the new electronic medical record screens, and at the same time, access the scanned medical forms. Third, develop and implement a contingency plan to continually manage paper medical records until the completion of the phase-out process. Finally, implement an image scanning project to enable medical records department to reorganize paper medical records and to scan special medical-related papers and forms. These scanned images will be archived in a separate computer database, which should be connected to the new electronic medical records database. The image scanning project was also implemented in 3 phases, track by track, with the electronic medical records phases. Phase 1 of the scanning project included the scanning of all current new and old inpatient medical records papers, and some special medical forms for current new outpatient records. This phase was implemented immediately, using Webisoft Archiving Solution, which is part of Webisoft Hospital Management Solution, Webisoft. In this phase, a study was conducted to determine the expected number of papers per selected one of the inpatient departments, with a capacity of 30 beds and an average of 10 new patients and 20 old patients. The result of this inpatient study showed that the expected papers for new patients are 30 papers for each patient, with a total of 300 papers. It also showed that the expected papers for old patients are 70 papers for each patient, with a total of 1,400 papers, which led to a total of 1,700 papers for an average inpatient department per day. Another study was conducted to determine the expected number of special forms per selected one of the outpatient departments, and the result showed that the number of special medical forms for this outpatient department is about 50 forms for new patients per day. This concluded 1,750 pages to be scanned and stored in a new database per day. Image scanning project phase 1 started with a simple process and was installed at an inpatient facility. This process proved that to cover 1750 papers per day, it was required to have one PC and one heavy-duty duplex colored scanner with flatbed and automatic document feeder, and with speed of 20 pages per minute. It also required having one person with 3-shift scanning team at this inpatient facility. The PC was used to control the scanner operation and locally store scanned images in separate folders in the PC file system. The scanned images were stored in the PC file system with coded file names. These coded file names were either set manually by the scanning team or created automatically by a special setup between the scanner and the PC. The coded file name consisted of patient number, document category code, document type code, and the scanning time. The scanning team used the upload page of Webisoft archiving solution to upload one-by-one scanned images to the archiving database. The scanning team can also automatically upload all scanned images in a certain file system. The scanning team had the flexibility to manually select the category and the type of a document from the drop-down menus of the upload page. They can also let Webisoft archiving solution to automatically extract and decode images file names while uploading a single or a batch of scanned images. Either way, Webisoft archiving solution interprets the decoded file names and stores the category and the type names of the documents with the stored images in the archiving database. The category and the type names of the documents are stored in both English and Arabic languages. Webisoft archiving solution allowed the scanning team to retrieve the stored images and display them in different category tabs of the upload page. The stored images can also be retrieved and displayed using the review page of the archiving solution. On the other hand, the clinic doctors at the outpatient facility, with different security levels, were able to view the scanned medical records images using a separate page with different category tabs, sorted by newest dates. While the clinic doctor is entering the patient visit data in the clinic doctor screen, he can click on the medical records button at that screen, and the scanned medical records page will automatically open in a separate window, and the doctor can view and navigate through its category tabs. He can also navigate through images of each tab, using navigation buttons, with first, next, previous, last and go selections. Phase 2 and 3 of the scanning project included the scanning of old and new outpatient and inpatient medical records papers, which was a huge project that uses about 6 scanners and 15 preparations and scanning team, and a supervisor. The preparation team consisted of 5 medical records team, and their task was to disassemble the physical file and categorize its contents into separately isolated groups. The disassembled files were sent to the 10-person scanning team. The main task of this team was to set the base of the image file names coding for the automatic document feeder scanning process, and at the same time set manual file names when using the flatbed scanning for some special forms. The supervisor monitored the overall project implementation, assigned quality assurance and review groups, and approved document scrapping. Phase 2 and 3 of the scanning project took 6 months, and WS Hospital is now working with a completely paperless electronic medical records.